Phil, is project leadership important?
It's vitally important. It's vitally important throughout the project and at each stage of a project. It's important that the leadership, and especially the senior leadership, help set the objectives and the direction of the project and the stage boundaries for each of the projects, for each stage within the project life cycle. Leadership, they also need to be able to empower individuals throughout the organisation to take the responsibility for leadership and to lead at each level within the organisation for the project, and empower people to take responsibility to lead their particular areas.
If we look at the project as a series of stages, a life cycle, if you like, where there is pre-construction activities including planning, design, there's construction activities which is actually getting the building off the ground, there's post-construction activities. Where is leadership, how does leadership get itself involved in each of those stages? Are there some areas where a consultant project manager is more important or less important? Does the leadership change from place to place, etc.?
I think that there is a distinction between pre-construction activity and post-construction activity, in that the emphasis for leadership post-construction tends to transfer onto the construction manager or the project manager that is responsible for delivering the construction works on site. Now, that doesn't take away the responsibility for the overall project from a client perspective, and the construction work may just be another package to deliver in that stage of the project, and there may be other areas that also need to be developed. For example, the planning for the take-up of the building, or the bringing into use of a piece of infrastructure once the construction is finished, and the management of the contract between the constructor and the client, and ensuring that the delivery of the construction work is still aligned with the anticipated benefits that were planned at the startup of the project. So the leadership post-construction is two-faceted or multifaceted in a sense of delivering the construction work, but also then having an oversight for how the construction work fits into the greater whole of the project and the benefits that the project's trying to enable.
Thinking about the fact that there is a project team, which I think you mentioned there are other people involved within project coordination, project design. How do you, as a project manager, how do you motivate that team? How do you get them doing what you want them to do?
It's a question that's very much linked with leadership, and it's the leadership within the team that helps define what's required to be done, and it's important to set that clear direction and the framework within which the team is going to operate. The individuals that make up a project team are, they're professionals in their own right. They're highly experienced and capable people, and it's important to create an environment, and for the leadership of a project to create an environment where those people can thrive, and that those people are empowered to take responsibility for their part of the project, and to input in an effective way their knowledge and expertise into the area, be it architecture, be it engineering, design, be it planning, that they're responsible for. And motivation is very kind of linked with how well the project's going, the state of mind of the individuals in the project team. And if you create a culture, a project culture, a team culture, where people can thrive, where people are happy, they have a direction, they know where they're going, that issues are being dealt with and hurdles are being overcome.
Because these are all people who are professionals, aren't they, within the immediate team that you're managing? And
indeed, that's right. You know, they're professionals with huge amount of experience that can input their experience, not just to the technical specialist area where they're working, but also into the management of the project and the direction with which the project is going to take. So, as a project manager, you have to be open to bringing those people into the project and as I say, enabling their experience to come out and to have an influence on the project, and to help meet the projects and help meet the objectives that the project is trying to achieve.